Amazing animals, camels are well adapted to the arid regions of our planet, and they survive where most other animals would not last more than a couple of days. Due to their endurance, camels have long been considered a symbol of wealth among many peoples, and even now in many corners of the earth, they have not lost their significance. In our video, 10 interesting facts about these animals. Subscribe to the channel, like and expand your horizons with us. There are two types of camel. There are two species of camels, the Camelus bactrianus and the Camelus dromedarius. The difference between the two species can be seen in their humps. Dromedary camels have one, while Bactrian camels have two. Dromedaries, also known as the Arabian camel, can be found in northern Africa, the Middle East, part of Asia, and the Indian subcontinent, while Bactrian camels can only be found in inner, central, and eastern Asia. Dromedaries make up about 90% of the world's population of camels, with all of them being domesticated. Camels are born without humps. If you were to read up on the history of camels and their life cycle, after being pregnant for 12 to 14 months, a female camel will give birth to one or rarely two newborns. Camels do not have humps at birth, but with a tassel of curly hair on top, small peaks can be seen that indicate where the humps will develop. A baby camel can typically fully walk within half an hour of birth. Not only that, but some baby camels are born completely white and only achieve their recognizable brown color when their adult coat comes in. Camels don't actually store water in their humps. Despite what we're led to believe, camels don't store gallons of water in their humps like a portable well. Their humps are actually used to store fat, which they can live off for weeks, sometimes months. When food is scarce, camels will break down the fats in their humps to use as a source of nutrition. In fact, if a camel hasn't eaten in a while, then its hump will start to droop as the fat stores empty. This method of fat storage also helps regulate body temperature. In the hot desert, storing fat on their humps reduces their heat insulation, thereby helping to keep them cool during hot days. Camel milk is incredibly nutritious. Nomadic cultures in harsh environments like deserts have relied on camel milk for centuries as a source of nutrition. The milk contains many nutrients that are important for overall health. The milk has a lot more iron and vitamin C than cow's milk and is sometimes used in Kazakhstan to help treat illnesses such as tuberculosis. In fact, if you visit Abu Dhabi, you'd be able to pick up a milkshake with real camel milk. Camels are fast. Even though they might not seem it, camels can be pretty fast runners. They can run as fast as 40 miles per hour. Despite this, it's extremely tiring for a camel to run that fast, and they typically slow down rather quickly. The average camel will walk 2 to 3 miles per hour, trot at 9 to 10 miles per hour, and jog at 16 miles per hour. In Arab countries, you can even find camel races to commemorate special occasions. Camel spit is a defense mechanism. If you've ever seen a camel in real life, you might have been unlucky enough to have been spat on by one. Camels are docile animals and rarely turn towards violence. But if they feel threatened, they can regurgitate bile, saliva, and water from their stomach to spray their attacker. So really, it's more like vomit than spit. They use this as a defense mechanism to distract whatever they think is a threat. The longest recorded distance a camel has spat is an incredible 121 feet. Camels can live to 50 years. The reason they live so long is due to a number of factors. Firstly, they don't have any natural predators. The second reason is that they are capable of storing water and fat in their bodies for a very long time, which means they can go without food or water for days and still be totally fine. This is something that most animals can't do. Camels are very social animals. You won't often see camels traveling solo in the wild. They are social animals that live in groups called herds. The herd will usually consist of a dominant adult male, females, and their young. Males that may have been chased out of the group have been known to form eligible herds. Camels will actually talk to each other too. Not in the same way that you and I do, they communicate through many sounds like loud bellows and moans. They'll also blow on each other's faces as a friendly greeting. In Camel Society, different positions for the head, neck, ears, and tail have different meanings. Camels can even eat cacti. In the desert, camels can survive on thorny vegetation and dried grass, including cacti. They can also eat twigs, desert bushes, date stones, and so on. It mostly eats plants that are rich in salt. The mouth of a camel has a thick, leathery lining that allows them to eat rough and thorny plants easily. They do the heavy lifting. Camels have an impressive ability to carry a heavy load, even in extreme heat. The Bactrian camel can carry up to 440 pounds in a day, while the dromedary can haul up to 220 pounds. With just a single rider, a camel can easily cover 62 miles, 100 kilometers in a day, at a pace of roughly 6 to 7 miles per hour. We hope that the information about these animals was useful for you. Subscribe to the channel and expand your horizons with us. We are not looking for sensations, but simply want you to better understand the world we live in.